I'll just explain the setup we're using today. I've got 3 cameras. The first camera over here is our more normal studio camera. That's actually a manually focused remote control camera that I control from the production switcher. That's the one I use for all of my studio work. I've then got a Sony Z90 over here, which is looking back over the other way, so I can basically have 2 shots and then cut between them. And then I've also got another Sony camera over there, which essentially is taking a wider shot, which I'll use for establishing the original position and perhaps cut to from time to time. From a lighting perspective, I've got my key light here, which is designed to light both faces, and then I've got a couple of fill lights and hair lights here, one over here, one over here, and then I've also got a little light down here, which is just lighting the back of this side because it looks rather dull without it. I've had to put a screen up over the window because we don't want daylight spilling in and messing with all the levels and colours. So that's all set up. And the way it's going to work is I'm going to record locally 2 of the cameras, and then the third one will actually be recorded via the production switcher. And then I'll do the editing in post afterwards. So that's the way that we've set it up this time. It depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I can control the cameras and record direct to production as I go, but on this particular occasion I've decided that I'll edit it afterwards. I'm not quite sure how long the interview is going to be, but I've basically set everything up so that we can go for about an hour. And in fact I'm running each camera off mains rather than battery, and I have enough storage on each for at least an hour or so. So that's checked everything in, checked the media is in. I've checked the sound level, so I've got a Rode here in GG running this way, which goes back to the Sony. I've got another Rode over here, so they're actually matched microphones going to the Blackmagic input, and then I've got another microphone just for effects over there on the background if we need it. I'm also, just because I'm always a bit nervous, I'll be recording the audio separately on my Zoom audio recorder. That's quite helpful just in case if anything else goes wrong, so I basically just put it on the desk here and let it record. So worst case, we always know we've got a backup, because there's nothing worse than having great pictures but no audio. It tends to make it not work very well. Hello, Chris.
Yeah.
So, come into the den. Take a seat.
Good. Just put, let's get this off.
Yeah, sure. Just make yourself at home and dump everything wherever you need to dump it.
So all good.
Good. So when you're ready,
I'm ready.
so I think if you place yourself here,
Yeah.
I'm going to sit there. Okay. Then what I just need to do is I need to just make sure that all works. So just if you stay put, I can then zoom the camera and adjust it. It's pretty good.
I thought just a casual sort of shirt.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, this is all very very informal. Right. I just have to check the focus. Yeah, that's good.
You've got all the gear. Gosh.
Well, that's because I do a lot of commercial stuff really.
Yeah.
As well as my other. So it all sort of goes together. Let's go there. Should come from the big screen. Right. Looks pretty good. Gain is about right. What are we doing? Turn the gain up slightly. Just take that up. Yeah, good. What was the setup? Just make sure it's tack sharp as I can get it. Yeah, great. Okay, so next thing is just give me some audio. So we should see it hopefully on the screen. Yeah, okay, just talk a bit.
Yep. Chris Curtis from Curtis Associates, buyers agents in Sydney,
Keep going.
operating predominantly in Martin's categories 1, 7 and 8 in the greater metropolitan city.
Good, okay. So that's good. So the way it works is this camera here is showing you there, okay? I'm recording on that camera as well here.
Yep.
So I've basically got the two shot, right? And then I've got this camera over here, which is also just giving me a wide shot. So if I want to cut for any reason I can.
I've seen you do this now.
So let me just get rid of my gear, turn my phone off, because I always forget and then it goes halfway through. So I do a little bit of a belt and braces, so I always record the audio separately as well, just in case anything happens, because you can normally get some video, but if you haven't got audio, then the whole thing fails. So this is just a separate recorder.
So did you teach yourself all this?
I've done this for years, yes.
Yeah.
I actually did radio and television in the UK as well, so
Right.
this is many years of just doing stuff and doing more stuff. Okay, so that's recording. There, boys. Good boy. Recording. That's recording. And
All you've got to do now is just to get behind the keyboard.
I'll add the music later, I think.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we're bringing camera 8 in. We're recording on there. Recording there, so press that record. Okay. The most important little action when I sit down is for me to clap my hands so that we get a sync.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's everything else.